the Tim and Steve Podcast.
Hi, we're Tim and Steve, and if you've been following our podcast, you know that we're in Vancouver, British Columbia.
To settle a bet, we decided to have a good old-fashioned coffee race.
The rules.
1. Both players must consume 8 cups of Starbucks Pike Place coffee.
2. Any Starbucks can be used, but only 1 cup per branch.
Quite a lot of chance of vomit in this one, not gonna lie.
3. No smartphones.
And no internet.
But bothering the public for help is just fine.
First person to 8 wins the race.
8 Starbucks, 8 coffees, no vom. Simple.
Time for the coin toss.
It is a double-headed coin though, technically. Is it really?
Look. Elizabeth. And 2 heads on the back.
That's a triple-headed coin.
Triple-headed coin. Alright, do you want 1 head or 2?
I want 2 heads.
You're going for 2 heads, okay, ready?
Yep.
It's 2 heads.
2 heads. Ooh,
It's your coin.
I think I'm gonna go south.
You're going to go south?
Yep.
Okay, he's going south, that means I'm going north.
Yep.
I think this might be the stupidest challenge we've ever embarked on, but may the best man win.
And off we went.
Having reached our starting lines, we both limbered up.
Okay, ready? Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Go.
Gotta be 1 Nick.
And there was. Tim, on the other hand, wasn't doing quite so well.
This is the one thing Steve does have on his side. He's not a fat bastard. So, I can drink more coffee, but he won't die when running. So, you know, it's kind of swings and roundabouts, really.
Swings indeed, because I was already sipping my first sweet coffee.
So, after 1 sip of 1 cup, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling like I've had enough coffee.
I found my first Starbucks, and I had a few tricks up my sleeve.
So my secret weapon, one of them is to use non-fat milk. That way it'll be lighter and can run faster. Oh, I might not body off, that's not.
I think Tim's kind of just downing his, or?
Yeah, he's the man with the iron stomach and the iron mouth. He literally is down there. But he's also the man of going to sleep. So I reckon he'll have about 3 or 4, have a total caffeine and sugar crash and go to sleep. That's what I'm hoping for. Tortoise. Tortoise is going to be the hat.
Steve had a point. I was already thinking about sleep.
I'm 2 hours, 9:30. Times caffeine. Bedtime is a whole way off. Not sure we thought this one through.
1 down, 7 to go. It's got to be one of those. It's like financial district. There's a hotel. Hang on. Yeah, I've got one.
While I was getting my second coffee on, Tim had already encountered his first issue.
Problem number 1, mis-sold the wrong coffee. I have a medium here, which is going to make this a little more interesting.
With that out of the way, it was time to find coffee number 2.
I was almost finished with my second cup, but already the effects were starting to kick in.
This is coffee number 2 to the end of. Tried this one with a bit more cream, half and half of this one. Next one I'm thinking maybe full cream, maybe a bit of vanilla, maybe a bit of honey, who knows. Try a different one at each place.
While Steve's heart was racing, I'd found coffee number 2.
Don't film my pin, what are you trying to do here? The non-fatty goodness. Secret weapon number 1. Tastes like pain.
Finishing my second cup of pain, I decided to seek out some help.
Yeah, there's a Starbucks down the street there. So about like a couple hundred feet, and it's on the left-hand side.
Steve may have been eager, but I still had my tactic.
Wherever possible, drinking outside gets colder quicker, therefore faster progression.
We too loud, the police say we way too loud.
This is my second, and I don't know which way it's gonna go. And by that I mean frontwards or backwards. It could very soon. I mean, the clock is ticking is what I guess I'm trying to say.
We too loud, the police say we way too loud.
Ooh, sauna coffee.
We too loud, the police say we way too loud.
Got one. Coffee number 3. Had my first inquiry as to my general health. I think I'm must be starting to show the effect. I'm feeling disturbingly wired already.
Steve may have been wired, but I was crafty, and I found this useful employee who helped me plan my route.
I would say go in the day.
Yep.
Times Square, Vancouver.
Did you get all that? Can we play that back?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, great. We're gonna start there.
With my entire evening planned, I headed out. What could possibly go wrong?
This is a man who booked his tickets to the wrong Las Vegas. I don't think he sent the directions up to much.
Now, 2 down, we're miles out of our starting zone. I really wish I knew where Steve was.
I'd been locked out.
So we can't drink inside, but we're going to stay here till I finish here. We are on Starbucks.
And while Steve was kicked out, I found my next stop to start my 3rd cup.
Just as I was finishing mine and heading off for coffee number 4.
It's 3 down. Try this way.
Chugging my way through cup 3, I powered on to number 4 with a huge dilemma.
The big debate right now is, do I order coffee then go to the toilet, or go to the toilet then order coffee?
But I got some tips inside.
4. And apparently a good thing for me now would be a McFlurry, but I'm not sure that's the best suggestion ever.
Back at my Starbucks, things were beginning to take a turn for the worse.
Anything to take away the taste of coffee. I can't even describe how little I want to drink this coffee.
It was at this point we realised that the prognosis from the show's attending physician was ultimately accurate.
Yes, it's probably going to be pretty good for you completing the challenge, but the amount that you're going to be drinking, you're going to put yourself into the realms of intoxicating yourself with caffeine.
Never felt more awake, but also never wanted to go to bed as much either.
From a muscles point of view, you're going to be trembling, twitching. There's a risk that you end up having seizures.
I can't stop my hand shaking.
From a mood point of view, you can end up irritable, restless, anxiety.
It's like I'm crying coffee. I don't want it.
I'm only halfway through. This was a terrible idea.
Caffeine poos, you're going to have loose stools, tummy pain, nausea, vomiting.
This is 3 and a little bit cups of coffee, and I'm getting a little bit of a headache.
I just had number 4, first toilet stop, vomit possibly on the cards.
You're going to breathe faster than you would expect to, and it's going to dehydrate you because caffeine will make you pee like a horse. Especially with the fact you're going to be putting large amounts of fluid into you as well.
I feel like, well, I felt before I came in and had my first sip, I was getting a second wind. Now I feel terrible again.
You're going to end up with a fast heart rate and potentially put your heart into unstable, irregular rhythms.
That's a high pulse. That's a fast pulse. I don't know much about medicine, but I know that's not a good sign.
You could end up having visual disturbances, flashing lights, things like that. Going on some other animal studies and things, it's thought about 150 to 200 milligrams per kilo for litres. It's probably not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough fluid to do you damage on its own. So basically, no, it won't kill you.
Oh, in which case?
Game on!
This is not for the less astute guppies. Go back to watching videos of cute puppies.
And I'd managed to find yet another closed Starbucks.
Finishing my 5th gave me the upper hand, leaving Steve in the dust.
The coffee had finally killed my legs, but fortunately I found a Starbucks in a bookshop.
But I was already at number 6, drinking up the dregs from a closing branch.
No word from Tim. No idea how he's getting on. Hopefully not well.
I wasn't, but I wouldn't let that keep me down.
It's a massive caffeine high. I'm waiting for the crash. The only reason I've been able to run from place to place was because of the caffeine. So unhappy. I wonder if anyone has ever been this unhappy while drinking coffee.
Absolutely no part of my body that wants to drink any more coffee. This is number 6, and there's a lot left.
He said the coffee wall. Exit the wall. It doesn't help, this is the worst one so far.
Fortunately, my cameraman was on hand with some much needed encouragement.
Is that it? That's just cinema.
Well, 2 more, but... Why is it 2 more?
And whilst I was feeling it, Steve was shopping?
Nope, I'd found a secret Java bar in Sears.
But as Steve was paying for his sip, I was still struggling with mine.
It's not a happy picture. It's not a happy picture.
Tim. The longer till I hear from him, the better. No news is good news.
Hang on. Before I can finish that. You're gonna vomit in the bush. I'm gonna. You can't just vomit on Starbucks, though that would be kind of awesome. There's a nice little bush right there.
6 down, still 2 more to go.
Woo! Champion! Okay, great. Boom. Done. Go.
The cameraman when Steve goes to the washroom.
We knew that it was almost over, but that didn't make us feel any better as we headed out for the penultimate coffee.
I can't believe I'm still doing this, man. I don't think my body can take this lifestyle much longer. I wasn't raised to act like this. I ain't left my crib in 7 days or more.
Last time I felt this ill, I had to be put on a drip because I was so dehydrated. I feel like I'm going to faint any minute. I feel awful.
I know that the top of Everest is in sight. I just want to turn around and go back to
I don't think I can handle any more coffee. Like earlier was, I really don't want any more coffee. Whereas now I really think I've reached my limit.
Is it bad that it feels like I'm going deaf in one ear? Is that the side effect?
7.
Finishing number 7, we headed out for our final cup and the finish line.
We both knew that whoever got there first would most likely be the winner.
Drinking, sleeping, not eating, treating everything like it's the weekend. This is not how I was raised. Hey, yo, I don't search for.
Is that seriously your 8th one? Is that your 8th one?
I'd almost won, but not without paying the cost.
This is the victory. Slam it down.
Number 8.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Victory, Steve, coffee champion.
But let's rewind and see who the real winner was. It's now about 4:30 in the morning. I've been trying to sleep for about 5 hours and I can't. Probably the stupidest thing we've ever done. And it really, really sucks. Steve's been throwing up most of the night and I've been feeling terrible. So don't try and do a coffee race.